Good morning. This one I think is going to be a little bit more on the deeper side of things. And I've been noticing this one a lot. I guess I'm going to start here. I've been running into a lot of ladies, right? Um they'll come off like they're single and ready to mingle, right? Or they just want to date or whatever. Well, once you get to know them, and once you get to look at the situation for what it is and not for what I want to see it as, right? I find out just how not ready they are. And one of them, we had kind of an argument. Well, not really an argument, but it was a matter of me putting some truth down. So imagine somebody who's been single a very long time, right? And you would figure at some point in time they'd be ready, right? They'd be ready to move forward, and they'd be ready to find a partner because we're supposed to be together, man and woman, right? Like that's how this thing is. You're supposed at some point in time you're supposed to meet somebody, fall in love, right? That's how it goes. Well, I'm running into a lot of people that once you get to the brass tacks and you peel apart the layers and you actually get down to the meats and potatoes of it, I find out that there's a lot more people out here that say they're ready, but then I find out that they're not ready. And most of it's up here. But I try, right? Because I'm a single guy. I'm trying to find my next step in this life, right? And I love talking with folks, and I love mingling with people. I love trying to make friends and be sociable and all that, right? Not in a bad way of seeking validation or any of that, but just, well, that's what we're supposed to do. But I'm finding that a lot of people out here are saying that they're ready for it, and they're not. So there's a mask at play. Once again, they're saying they're portraying one thing, but what is truth is another. And I don't like to prove people wrong. I'm not trying to hurt anybody. I don't want to see anybody crying or upset. But at the same time, that's why it is so important to take your mask off, right? And if you're not ready, you're not ready. That's cool. But don't portray that you are if you're not ready. If you have other things that you're trying to do in life yet, if you have goals that you're trying to accomplish, and a relationship is just not in your cards at the moment or whatever, it's cool. But be honest about it, right? If you're not ready for change, that's cool. But then don't portray that you're ready for it. Don't put the energy out that you're ready when you're not. it's just something that I'm seeing a lot out here, and whether people want to actually like evaluate that or not, it's a different story. I got talking with a gentleman the other day. Been married a long time. Been married a long time. Just about as long, if not longer, than I've been alive. Right? Him and his wife have been together a long time. And we got talking, and I was looking for some insight, right? He's older. He's a little wiser. He's been around a little longer, and hey, I'm all about getting perspective. I'm all about learning things along the way, right? Because hey, maybe there's something that I'm not 100% sure of yet, and if there's a gentleman that wants to give me, or somebody that wants to give me a little insight, absolutely. Let me grab a coke and we'll sit down and talk, kind of thing, right? Um, and he shared something with me that was pretty good insight. Because I asked him a pretty hard question. I'm like, so what's the most profound thing in the however many years you guys have been together that's kept you guys together? And he looked at me. He's like, wow, that's a really provocative question. I'm like, I just kind of nodded and smiled at him. And he's like, me and my wife have been together a long time, and we are extremely happy. I love her more than anything in the world. And he cocked his head to one side and he kind of thought for a second. He's like, "Man, that's a really provocative question." This is a guy that's been married just about as long as I've been alive, if not longer. And I got the guy thinking, right? I haven't lost my touch apparently, but he's like, the most profound thing that I can say is this woman knows how to make me feel more complete every day. And again, and in return, I was like, "Well, dang, all right, cool, yeah, man. So you found your partner. You found the woman that absolutely trips your trigger in every way." And we laughed, and he's like, "Yeah, absolutely, absolutely." And then I asked for some details, and he's like, it's in the everyday. It's in the small moments that you and your person have that give you a profound feeling of accomplishment. Now I know these kind of coincide, or they kind of go next to each other here, but the reason why I'm bringing that into this conversation is because knowing you're ready, and these two people knew that they were ready, and here they are, 40 or more years in marriage, and they are absolutely the happiest that you could possibly imagine. And me and this gentleman, we talked for about 3 hours, and all it was insight, and all it was back and forth questions, and all it was just provocative thinking. That's the key. Knowing when you're ready. If you're not, that's cool. Just be honest about it. But, my people, have a great night. I love you. Until next time.